stage the policy and its guidance is being implemented, because the policy builds on laws, rules, and regulations that exist in our country. So what we're doing is operationalizing it applicable to sports specific. The draft has been circulated. There's been a good feedback from the media, from sports fraternities, from communities. There has been feedback from cabinet, which requires a little bit of revision. And currently, UNESCO has overseen a consultancy that will be doing a final revision of the document.
That was Assistant Director of Sport, Melissa Dow Richardson, explaining to HGP Sport the status of the national sports policy for Guyana. Stated that the consultants are scheduled to meet with the subject minister in July, following which the document will be finalized. However, elements of the policy is already being implemented. When questioned on the incentives that athletes can look forward to with this sports policy in place, this is what the Assistant Director of Sport had to say.
National incentive, sports incentive scheme is a part of the policy. There is a recommendation in there in draft, and I would want to say that it is expected that we continue to incentivize our athletes at the level of the National Sports Awards. But after the consultancy review by UNESCO in November, in July, we would have a more definite word on what the incentives would be.
The Assistant Director also noted that the sports policy will include schools and highlighted another key aspect.
Key points we want to make is that sports exists in school from nursery to tertiary in Guyana, just at different levels. There's a nursery program, there's the primary and secondary program. The Unit of Allied Arts does a lot of good work in sports in school. There's a program at CPCE that needs to be built. What we need to do is bridge the gap between CPCE and secondary sports in school and tertiary. So there would be a call for university programs for sports so that people can continue and even finish their sports and physical education here in Guyana. So those specific guidelines on the education system, sports in school, are in the policy, and that collaborative mechanism is the thrust that we're operationalizing right now.
And in terms of scholarship programs enshrined in the policy, Ms. Daw Richardson acknowledged that there have been calls for such, but noted that the government has been awarding sports scholarships on a regular basis in the past 3 to 2 years. She, however, noted that such funding will be a part of the incentive scheme for the sports policy. For HGP Sport, I am Stanford Howard.